We are starting. We are recording. All right. I want to say hello to all of the Demonico cousins. We are here. Today is July the 23rd, 2014. And I'm here. Judy and Jerry's here and Joey's here and Norma is here. And we want to get some history from Uncle Carmine. And the first thing
He's rolling his eyes.
I know, now he's rolling his eyes. Okay. But I wanted to ask about Grandma and Grandpa and their parents. And Uncle has a little plaque in front of him with everything they... Show us the plaque, Uncle. Show us the plaque. Okay. Look at that. How cute is he? Okay. Good. Now, all right. It tells... So read what's on the plaque, and that'll give us a lot of history right there.
Should I start from the top?
Yes, Uncle. Please start from the top.
Demonico History.
Okay.
From Book 16, page 123, number 390, Holy Rosary.
Oh, Holy Rosary. Okay. I didn't...
Giuseppe Demonico, born September 24th, 1891. Age 21 at this reading, 179 Elm Street, Lawrence, Mass. That's when he moved to the United States, and that's where he lived.
Oh, okay.
The name of his father was Salvatore, who's Joe's father's named after him, Salvatore.
Oh, that's good to know.
Maiden name of the mother is Osunda Mastronardi.
Oh,
Married Reverend M. Milanese, June 8, 1913. Now, we have Angelina Di Perry, born January 4, 1895. She was age 19 at this time. 32 Short Street, Lawrence, Mass. That's where she lived. Now, the name of her father was Giuseppe. Maiden name of her mother was Maria Cipra, C-I-P-R-A. Married, of course, by Reverend M. Milanese, June 8, 1913, of course. And the date of this record is September 26, 1913. And Giuseppe Demonico came to America 17 October 1909.
Oh, 1909.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's a passport number if you're interested.
Well,
5998.
oh, that's it? 5998?
That's what it is.
Oh,
That's right.
okay.
Now, the other interesting thing about my father's mother's name was Mastronardi. There's a famous actress named Mastronardi, and she was on that series Titanic. The series Titanic, not the movie, the series Titanic. And I looked her up in the on the internet, and she did come from Naples.
Oh.
So we may have a cousin that's an actress, I don't know.
Oh.
But they really came from Tiano, right?
That's right.
They're outside. How far?
Well, very close.
Very close.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They call themselves Neapolitans, like we may call ourselves Bostonians.
Yes.
In a different country.
Yes. Yeah.
But there you are.
I have a question.
Certainly.
Did they meet and marry when they were here in America? Obviously. One was on Short Street.
I don't know. I would think so, though. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, because if one was on Short Street and
one was on
Grandpa
Elm
was
Street,
on...
Elm
Street.
No, Short Street and Elm Street.
So they must have met while they were
so
here.
they met while they were here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought they married in Naples. Okay.
Now, do you have any idea of what Grandma and Grandpa's parents did in Italy?
They were farmers, I believe.
They were farmers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And when they came, did they have any sisters or brothers that came? Because we remember Sia Zandella. She's the only one that I remember that she was Grandma's sister, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I remember a brother of Grandpa's, I think, who came to visit from Italy.
Yeah, that's
Much later.
That's Gennaro. When he came later on, after the war, he came.
That
Oh,
was his first
okay.
name? Gennaro?
Gennaro.
Yes. Oh, all
Because
right.
Uncle Reggie met him when he was stationed in Italy, when he was recuperating from his wounds.
Oh, okay.
And he met Gennaro there.
Oh, all right. Oh, I didn't realize that. Were there any other? Did Grandpa have any other brothers?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I
Or
don't think
sisters?
so. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't know what.
Okay.
If Uncle Reggie was here, he would tell you all about that.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't think of this, and
Too late.
the only reason I thought of it at all is because I did it with my mother, just with a tape recording, an old-fashioned tape recording.
Maybe
before
when
she'd
Henry
done it.
comes back, we'll find out more. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
But there are a
maybe.
lot of relatives out there on both sides.
Yeah. Well, now the girls from the farm. How are they related to us? Remember, we used to go to Pleasant Valley to the farm.
Oh yeah.
Those girls. What were their
That's
names?
like, Josephina.
Josephina was the mother, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was the.
And
yeah.
the two girls, I can't remember their names. Do you remember the names,
yeah.
Joey?
Jenny.
Anybody, just jump
Jenny.
right in if you know.
Jenny.
No, okay.
And
Julia.
Julia.
Julia, that's
Yeah, and they
right.
called her Judy. Didn't they call
Yeah,
her Judy?
yeah. We call her Julia.
They call me Julia.
Oh, they do?
And
Oh, I'm still
Jenny-
calling you Norman.
Jenny and Julia. Yeah.
Yes, Jenny.
And
and
there's
Julia.
Emma.
Emma.
Oh, Emma, yes.
Yeah.
Whose children were they? Were they Giuseppina's? This Giuseppina's daughters?
Yes.
And how is Giuseppina related to us?
She's Pa's cousin, I believe.
Oh, all right. So a cousin. So no other. So there are no other siblings other than Zia Zandela, and then Gennaro, who came later.
Yeah. No, they're not the siblings, but we don't know about them. They're probably in Italy somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So I wonder why did Grandma and Grandpa come themselves, or they didn't come with their families, did
No,
they?
They came by themselves.
By themselves. Did they ever have any stories of when they were on the boat?
No.
They
They
didn't.
never talked about that.
They didn't.
They never talked too much about their life in Italy either.
Really?
No.
Did they ever say, "Oh, our life was so hard. We have it so good here"? No.
They never mentioned that. You know, every time you talk to them, they wouldn't say too much about that.
Really?
They lived on a farm, is what they did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it,
Yeah.
so. And when my mother and father went back to Italy,
Mhm.
when my mother came back, and they said, "Oh, Mother, would you like to go back to Italy?" She said, "No, I'd rather stay here."
Really? So life must have been better
Oh, yeah,
here. It
yeah,
had to
of
have
course,
been.
Yeah. Well, why did they come here? Because life wasn't too great over there.
Yeah,
That's why,
yeah.
You know, like all the other European.
Yeah,
immigrants.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now, Uncle, who were the relatives in Methuen? Remember we used to go to Methuen to visit, I think his name was Joe. Does it?
We just talked about Josephina.
Josephina. So that was maybe you were
That
right,
was
Judy.
it. Was them, I guess, but they were cousins.
No, this was
Sarsiones, you're talking
Sarsiones.
Oh, Sarsiones.
That's Sandella's family.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. Zia Zandela was
Sarsione,
married to a
thank you.
Sarsione.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, right in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, one Sunday when we were children, we would go one Sunday to Sandella's farm, and the next Sunday we would probably go to Giuseppina's farm.
Oh, Zia Zandela had a farm? I didn't know that.
Well, I called it a farm.
Oh.
And well, they did have quite a bit of.
Was it in Methuen too?
Yeah.
Oh,
right,
it was.
right by the Ashford Street School. That's where they live.
Uh-huh.
That's Zandela.
Yeah.
And Josephina lived way back on, what's that name of that street now? I forgot. But anyway, they lived down there, and it was a very rural district.
Yeah.
Like that word, rural.
Yeah, rural. Yeah, well,
But
it
now
was for us. Yeah.
Still and I took a ride. We took a ride down there the other day. You could put that off if you want. We took
No,
a ride
I'm
down
interested,
there for a nostalgic time.
Yeah.
And we went to Josephina's house. Completely changed.
Oh, of
All
course,
houses down
yeah.
there. There's no more garden.
Big barn in the back.
Yeah, the
that's
junkyard. The
big barn.
junkyard isn't there
Oh,
anymore. Yeah, we used to ride the junkyard and stuff, and that's not there anymore.
Well, a lot of things like that
Yeah.
have changed. That's
and
for
the
sure.
the same with Sandella's house.
Mm-hmm.
They ruined the house. They sided it, and it looks terrible.
I would
That's a-
never be able to find my way down
Where?
there. I mean,
Where?
I don't down to
Pleasant
their
Valley.
homes because
It's very simple.
well, I know, but I was a kid, and all I
Oh.
remember is that it was a very long ride.
We
It
hated
was
going.
such a
Long
long
ride?
From
for kids,
from
for
where
us
we were
kids
for
it was.
kids, it was
Absolutely.
going to Methuen
Did you ever
to the
go?
farm.
Yeah.
Going to the
Yeah,
farm.
yeah,
It was a
yeah.
long ride.
Yeah.
Now, how did Grandpa get into insurance?
That's a very good question.
Oh,
I'll
good.
answer that.
All right.
He worked in the mill,
Oh,
and somehow this guy, his name was Walter. What the heck was his name? Walter something or other. And he liked my father really, like him a lot. And he tried to educate him a little bit, go to night school and stuff. And I guess he prompted him to to try to take one of these jobs, after you learn how to, speak English and write and that. So that's what happened. This guy kind of prompted him to take this job. So he did. He got out of the mill and he took that job.
He had a mentor then.
Yeah, he did. He's a very nice guy.
I don't remember Grandpa speaking English.
Well, he probably had all Italian customers.
Well, yeah, he spoke English, But naturally, he had the Italian population sewed up.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Did Grandma, when they first were married and before she had my father, did she work in the mill?
She did.
In the mill.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So they had no sponsors when they came here.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah,
They
they
did.
had to. Yes.
They had Uzinigu. That's all I know.
Who?
His name was Uzinigu. He looked like, he had hair like a guy, and he always had a whiffle. And what were their names? Jeez, I forgot their names. But they lived up on around Park Street. And I guess they were, those people were their sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I used to go visit them a lot, too.
Oh, they must have been pretty close in Italy, if
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah, but they had to have sponsors when they came over.
Oh yes, and they went through Ellis Island, and they
No, they didn't go to Ellis Island.
They didn't.
No,
I thought they did.
They came in through Boston.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
Ellis Island was a few years later, I think.
We didn't find anybody. I knew Delmonicos at Ellis Island.
That's
Ellis Island
right.
was there, but I found out that a lot of the Italian people came in through the Boston area rather than Ellis Island.
Interesting.
Because you check it, you go on the internet, not the internet, but whatever they call it, to check to see who came in. You won't find any Delmonicos down in there.
No. Oh,
I'm trying
wonder.
to get Boston, but I get dead ends all the
But
time.
a lot of people, though, from Italy did come through Ellis Island. I read a
oh,
book,
yeah, no
the
question.
Ellis Island Stories or something
Yeah.
like that, and it was stories from the people themselves.
Yeah.
And the whole first section was on Italy,
Yeah.
and then it was Poland and
Yeah.
all these different places.
Absolutely.
So a lot of them did come through. Oh my God! Now, when did they become citizens, Grandma and Grandpa?
That's a very good question.
Oh, good. I'm just full of good questions.
Well, let's put it this way. My father became a citizen pretty quick. I don't know what year or anything else. My mother, on the other hand, did not. She had to register, I think, every year as a, what do they call
They
them?
called them foreign something,
No.
something alien something.
Illegal aliens?
No.
No, they had a green card.